Hello guys, what is going on? I should have named the title Reaching Ults today. I might not actually. Hopefully I will. I should. But I'm back today with more Gimmighoul Hunting. As if I haven't done that enough. Slowest hunt I'll ever do, and I'm going over odds. Hooray. That is what we like to see. But that is fine, it happens. Again, I don't care too much about this hunt. So it's fine. I don't know if I started on this account really at the right place. No, I did. This one is already halfway across the map. This account is still the starting area. The Switch one is so slow. It's so slow. Like, I'm pretty sure in the Mario Odyssey speedrun, the difference between Switch 1 and Switch 2 is like 3 minutes. In Pokemon, dude, it's gotta be at least 15, I feel like. It's insane how much faster this game runs on Switch 2. Also, I don't know, how many? I think I did 10 Rillaboom yesterday, not a shiny. And then I ran out of particles, so that was really cool. I need to win 60 more max battles to level up. Oh well, that is just gonna take a while. Own 5 stars. When are we getting a Gimmighoul event again? I'm pretty sure it's been almost a year since the last Gimmighoul event. You'd think we'd get one more. They're still doing 7-star events, or they're still doing events at least. Hello there, boy from Belgium. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm doing alright. I might reach ults today without getting a shiny, which would be slightly disappointing. But we'll have to see. Almost done. Almost done with all items in Pokopia. That sounds like a lot. Like a lot. Jeez. I'm working on 100%ing Bonanza. I don't know. Pokopia was fun, but it's too much. That was a good game. I'm happy that I bought it, but I'm not doing something like that. Well, good to know that you're close. Ugh. You know, if there were shinies in Pokopia, I'd maybe play it a bit longer. Is there any shinies in Pokopia, like any static ones? You're late? Yeah, today and yesterday my mom has had impeccable timing of coming to my room at exactly 11 when I usually start stream, and then being here for half an hour. Yeah, lovely. Yay, yeah, I know. Since when else? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, that message stays surprisingly long. The message went through for a bit, it's gone now. But it stayed surprisingly long. That means I press link. Well, first of all, there's no link to press. And second of all, the message is gone now, so you can't read it anymore. I copy link. Well, it's not like if you copy that link and paste it, anything is gonna happen. Ugh, Clyde, please. Oh, I hate the fact I can't fly in Violet. I say that every stream, don't I? But like, I don't know, I gotta be close to getting a shiny, right? That's how that works, so it'd be silly to buy the DLC now. How easy is it to get an emulator? You literally click download and boom, you have an emulator. What? Thanks, camera. No, oh, yeah, really cool. Why? No, that's really sick. Did I did get new raids? I did, yeah. Phone camera, why did you disconnect? Why? Genuinely why? Can you please reconnect as well then? That'd be really cool. God, I hate my phone, bro. Guys, never buy an iPhone. I give up. It's if it automatically reconnects, that's cool. Otherwise, right. Dice isn't here. Dice is probably sleeping. It's 11:30 AM, my man. There's screen tearing going on. That doesn't look like it. I might just hide myself until my phone reconnects, if it ever reconnects. I don't know, bro. Guys, never buy an iPhone. Maybe if I get a laptop, I get an emulator. Or, great idea, buy a non-iPhone phone. Whoa. I know, right? Crazy idea. Why? So you can get an emulator on that? Actually, can you have emulators on iPhone nowadays without jailbreaking? I'm playing on a phone. What's the difference between playing on a phone and playing on a PC? You know, you can hook your phone up to a monitor and literally play on an emulator on your phone on a monitor with a controller. That is something you can do. I've never done it like that before, actually, but it's possible. And then maybe I can bring my laptop to school and play there without getting in trouble. Because your teachers don't look at your laptop at all during class? That is an interesting one. Not during class. Huh? Then why would you get in trouble if you, I don't know, used your Switch? That's actually a really good question. You know, most schools have banned mobile phones. I doubt any of them have banned Switches, though. Should one have to wait an extra hour at school? Why? Why, though? Every Monday? Crazy. Or? When I'm done 1 hour earlier than my brother, she'll start to pick me up, then 1 hour later my brother. Why do you have to be picked up? How far away do you live from school? Damn. Far. I don't know, skill issue? And I can't bike, but your brother can. Can you also not take the bus? Wouldn't that be faster? It depends on how far away it is. He's in a special school for Bobs. Bob 1, Bob 2, Bob 3. Oh, I just realized I'm still visible on the short stream. That is only incredibly cursed. Okay, I'm gone from there as well. Hello there, Pokey lad. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, an army of mess. With an IQ of -1. And a school average IQ. An army of me's. Yeah. Who would want to teach that? You would not be able to find teachers for that school. Thanks for traveling to your location. You don't know where I am. You know I'm in the Netherlands, that's about it. Northern Netherlands. Fair enough. Guess I didn't. Oh my god. You're so smart, Pokey lad. So incredibly smart. Wow. Okay, Bob, fair enough. I couldn't fix it, I tried. Well, not hard enough, apparently. You have set alarms for 8 AM the last few days at the very minimum, right? I assume. Because if not, then you haven't tried. Stare at the wall for 5 hours, what do you want me to do? I mean, if you can't sleep, you can't sleep. That's not something you need to fix. What you do need to fix is when you're awake. As long as you're awake from 8 AM to 10 PM, it should eventually fix itself. 7:30, same thing. Imagine going to school, that's so crazy. Oh, did my phone reconnect? Nice, it's back. I don't know why. I did literally nothing and it just reconnected. I hate my iPhone, bro. Oh, I hate this thing. Guys, don't get an iPhone. Don't do it. It sucks. Fun fact, I actually use an Android app on my iPhone to be my camera. Because there's no proper way to connect your phone to a PC with webcam. I hate iPhones. Course training is a whole week, which doesn't mean no soccer. It means we're instead running on a track the whole time instead of actual soccer. Right, right. I'm thinking of maybe buying a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Not a bad idea. Became a goalie because I hated running. And what if you just don't try as hard? Just take it slow. If you don't want to do it anyway, just protest. Would I do that? Probably not, let's be honest. But I also wouldn't be playing soccer if I didn't want to. I did do that with checkers. I did play checkers for 1 whole year, but I didn't want to. Love the coach I have this year, and it's my last before he has to move back to Mexico. So this is the 1 season where I'm actually going to try. Right. So all those complaints I heard about you not wanting to play soccer, now all of a sudden you do. Also, a genuine question, are you a good goalie? Because I swear to God, when I was still on a soccer team, our goalie was like the best goalie any team we ever faced, ever had. Our goalie was like genuinely the star player every single match. I think she's been brainwashed. Maybe, who knows. I mean, we still lost a lot because the rest of the team was kind of bad, but our goalie was really good. I never understood football. I mean, apart from the offside rule, it is literally the most easy to understand sport ever, I feel like. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, most clubs in the Netherlands have a system where the better players go into the better team. Our club didn't have that because we didn't have enough players to form multiple teams per, like, age range. It was a very interesting and very small club. Girls are actually nice. That's nice. Who's better, clubs, Belgium or the Netherlands? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I've ever heard of a Belgian football club before, but I've heard of football clubs from a lot of countries. Unlike every other team I've been on. It's what my dad also always said. The team that I won was like the nicest, friendliest team ever. When I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not used to anything else, I guess. It's just a normal team to me. I know you have Club Brugge, which is, I think, a pretty good one. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, France is pretty good at soccer, so wouldn't Bologna maybe have some good teams? I don't know, I've never heard Anything from Polonia. Alright, fair, fair. To be fair, the Netherlands is also really good at soccer. We are like the highest scoring, not as in actual goals, but like rating. We're like the highest scored country that has never won a World Cup before. It's kind of sad. We've made the most amount of finals in World Cups without winning. Which I think is 3? I think we've made 3 World Cup finals without winning one. Really cool. Or no, it's like we made 3 rounds of 16 or something without winning. I don't know. Something like that. I don't remember. But yeah. My old team had 2 other goalies, and one got mad I moved up and said I didn't deserve that spot at all, saying she was a hell of a lot better. She's still stuck in her team, so I don't know about that girl. Damn. Damn. My sister also was a goalie when she was younger. Now she is a defender. Kaboom, DTR. Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing? I was on for 5 seasons, 2.5 years, and everyone was so rude, and we never had the same coach, so that might be the reason why I hate soccer. Down. Crazy. Why do you have seasons that are half a year? Goofy Americans. Hydrate? Bruh. I'm gonna organize late dinner? What do you mean with organize? What's that supposed to mean? Probably moved up when I was on a team with 2 other goalies. I did goalie and left wing. Left wing is where you run the most out of all the positions. It is? Why? Wouldn't midfielder be the one where you run the most? I mean, it depends. If your team was crazy good that they were almost always in offense, I guess. Yeah, maybe the wings would do the most, but otherwise, I don't know. I was a right back personally, so I'd have to defend you. Ha ha ha. I don't know, has DTR ever played a sport? Have you ever played a sport, Bob? Swimming. You do swimming. Horse riding? Interesting. I mean, it's not really a sport for humans, that's a sport for horses, I feel like, but sure. Once you get into high school, they want you to play for your school, so it's split in half, so you can do that without being double rostered. I don't know. Interesting. I never galloped. Yeah, exactly. It depends on the formation. Most of the formations it made the wings run the most. But how does the formation determine that? What formations do you have? You have 4-3-3 and 4-4-2. What other existing formations are there? Those are the only 2 I've heard of. Galloped once with my horde, it went fine. Then he stopped and I fell off my horse. Bruv. Right, smart Bob. That is absolutely something Bob would do though. Bob is the horse, yeah. Then COVID hit and I never rode again. Damn. I was like, did any animals ever get COVID? I never thought about that. You haven't really heard of that. I don't know. It is pouring outside. Well, I don't know. Maybe if you were asleep in bed, you wouldn't be noticing that, you know? Now I do zero sports. Me too, Bob. Well, I jog every once in a while, but during the summer heat, I don't. I'm a walk every day, 50 minutes to get to work. Probably, depending on exactly what route I take, but my fingers sure move, yeah. Maybe it can get cancelled if it rains too much. You, Pokélad? You don't know how often I have hoped for that to happen with my soccer practice or matches. It's never happening, bro. It's never happening. You know it very well. Shh. Yeah, right. Sometimes they're sensitive. I mean, you're on a female team, I guess. My sister's current team, which is all females. Yeah, if there's a tiny bit of rain, the training is cancelled. So, I don't know. I guess maybe you could be lucky. I mean, we had an active tornado watch and still had to play actually, so never mind. Yeah. Have I ever played Mystery Dungeon? Yes, Bob. I have almost completed the Pokédex in the last Mystery Dungeon. I'm missing, I think, 2 Pokemon, which are both incredibly annoying to get. Soccer, tennis, archery. Archery sounds interesting. That sounds kind of cool. I had a classmate in high school who did archery. But Explorer, no. I also would not recommend anybody to play Explorers of Darkness when Explorers of Sky exist. If you want to play an Explorers Mystery Dungeon, you have to play Sky. Have you seen the prices? No. One time during winter indoor soccer, but we were outdoors for some reason, not normal soccer, you have walls, we had to play in the snow. And we all were wearing shorts because the uniform was strict with pants. And it was my first game in that winter season. Damn. It's like 90 friggin' bucks. Oh. I probably have Explorers of Time on my DS, I want to say. I have to grab my DS. I put all my DSs away because I'm not using them anytime soon. Explorers of Darkness is 25 lol. Ah. Oh, on ball. That's interesting. We lost to 7-year-olds because the other goalie on my team let 11 goals in. Wow. Right. I remember once, I don't know, I don't remember the exact age ranges, but I think we were playing under 15 years old. So we were in a under 15-year-old team, and we were playing against a team, and we were beating them pretty badly. Oh, hell, I'm stuck. How did I get stuck? And we were beating them decently in the first half, and then the second half started. And they substituted 11 players. An entire new team. It was their under 13 team that just won their competition. Like the highest rank of their competition. They just substituted the entire team. And all of a sudden they were beating us. Whoa. Yeah, we didn't finish the match. I don't know, we have been to that club twice, and after the second match we got banned. I think this was the first time we were there, where they did the substitution and we just walked away, like, we ain't finishing this match. The second time we were at that club, that was on my birthday. The game ended in a fight, with the exact same insanely unfair ref, by the way. The worst ref I've ever had, twice at the club. And that game ended in a fight, and then we were all kicked from the club. Banned, rather, actually. Normally there's a limit of substitutes. Not in amateur soccer, there's not. Actually, it's not allowed. In Dutch soccer, in Dutch amateur soccer, every player has to play every match. That's a rule. One season I was triple rostered on 3 teams, and I was playing a game for a whole nother team. Helping them out, and it happened that my 3 coach from my actual team were all there for games. For the other teams. Very interesting. It was crazy. Very interesting. How do you call an unfair ref? Biased ref. That's what you say, right? Biased? Dude, that ref was insane. But yeah, our entire team got kicked from the club. That was really cool. I don't know, I once played a match for another team. They were winning in the first half, then I got substituted in the second half, and then we lost. So, that was the only game I ever played for another team. I'm gonna be honest, I was one of the worst. I don't know if I was one of the worst players of the team. I wasn't great though. I had the worst stamina of the team. I only don't have Explorers of Sky, Red Rescue Team DX, and Gates of Infinity. That's like half the Mystery Dungeon games, but right. The rain is getting lighter in an hour. Dang it! No, not the soccer tournament practice camp thing, whatever. No! How could they? I know the only Ranger, not Ranger. The only Mystery Dungeon game I ever completed is DX. I mean, not being able to read English while playing Mystery Dungeon is like, makes the game almost impossible. I swear to God, bro. So I never finished the game as a kid. I'm pretty sure I didn't even get out of the starting area because I just literally got stuck. Is Mystery Dungeon fun? I think so, yeah. I do think so. I mean, it's a different game. So if you're not into it, you're not into it. But in the newest version, you can shiny hunt. Is it worth 25 bucks? Absolutely. So last thing again, absolutely. What? No, about the new one. You can shiny hunt in the new one? That is not that last thing, but sure. How? Because bosses can be shiny in the newest Mystery Dungeon. Roaming bosses, I'm pretty sure only. Roaming bosses can be shiny in the newest Mystery Dungeon. But you can't, like, catch them. Bob, how do you think you catch any Pokemon in Mystery Dungeon? There are no balls. You befriend them. 75 successful. Dang, that's almost 50%. That's bad. Jeez. So you can befriend them? Yes. Just like every single Pokemon. That's how you get new Pokemon in the game, bro. Rough. Three-quarters of the way to Olds. Haha, I'm almost there. Almost. 38 more. Then we're at Olds. All my paths have been horrid, bro. No, Explorers of Darkness is 25 bucks, which is probably... I don't know if we should buy that game, but maybe. I don't know. Can't get luck with any part of my Dyna? Yeah. Oh. Have you quadruple checked whether you've activated the Shiny Charm? Mr. Dungeon DX is 42. I would say that might be worth it over the 25 for Explorers of Darkness. In my opinion, but I don't know. What do I know? Or even the alternate game, I don't know. 1 in 100? It's a simple Google. Why would I know that? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX Shiny Olds. It's about 1 in 20. That's the only thing I can find about it. It's somewhere between 1 in 11 to 1 in 64. I don't know. Let me see if Shield is locked here, maybe Sword is the issue. You have both DLCs? That is a choice. Like for Scarlet Violet, I understand why you'd want to have both DLCs. For Sword Shield, I personally do not understand why you'd want to have both DLCs. But, hey, it's your choice. Oh, I still need to give Dice his freaking DS back, bro. I got Sword 2 times with DLC and Shield once with DLC. But you only need to buy Sword DLC once to have it on all... Wait, what? What do you mean you have it twice? In which universe would you buy the DLC twice? Oh, you have Sword twice with DLC, not necessarily 2 times DLC, but... Consoles? I multi-hunted Zygarde with 2 Pokemon Swords with only 1 DLC. Would like to point that out. He gave me Pearl, Scarlet, and Shield. Oh. Fair enough. Trip hunting Regieleki. I mean, you can triple hunt Regieleki with 1 DLC. I mean, okay, if you have 2 swords and a shield, you're gonna need 2 DLCs, but not 3 DLCs. That is literally a waste of money. I mean, you already have 3 switches. That itself is probably already a waste of money, let's be honest. I've triple hunted with 2 consoles. I've been triple hunting in Pokemon Go with 2 phones recently. I don't know how to do it on the Switch though. I don't think that's possible. I actually have 4 consoles. Now I'll soon have 5. Why? Literally why? Okay, you do have like a full-time job, so that's how, but it doesn't explain why. I have a Switch and a Switch 2, and they're both like the base version. Pokemon Limited Editions, okay, fair. I wanted to get a limited edition for one of the Pokemon games. I mean, definitely ZA, but there wasn't one. But I think also for like Scarlet Violet, if there was a limited edition, I would have bought it. Would I have? Does it exist? Did it exist at launch? I don't remember. Is there a Scarlet Violet Switch edition? I don't know. Scarlet Violet OLED. But when did that come out? Pokemon Scarlet Violet OLED Switch release date. 2003, thanks. November 4th. That's actually with the game's release. Huh. Why did I not get that? I don't know. That's a good question. Then the Switch 2 worth it. I still have my lights, and I think Winds and Waves is only... Oh, Winds and Waves is definitely only Switch 2. Legends EA, yeah, is on both, actually. No, Winds and Waves is already... It's definitely Switch 2 only. Switch 2 is worth it, if you like Pokemon games. Like, you can literally compare Scarlet and Violet, Switch 1 and Switch 2. The Switch 2 is so much faster, so much smoother, so much more detailed. It's so much better in every way. Plus, again, yeah, if you want Winds and Waves, you're gonna have to get it anyway. Yuxi, Thundurus, or Entei? Aren't you hunting Solgaleo? Why are you giving those options all of a sudden? I might have already done the Steel Raid. You're doing shields? Why not double hunt Solgaleo? You only have 1 switch. Makes sense. I don't know, I'd still go for Solgaleo personally, but maybe that's just me. Yeah, great ID, Bob. Great advice, my man. It is balloon time. What will be in my balloon? I got another cliff this morning. It did not have a shiny action. I got a shiny Shadow Claydol yesterday. Excuse me? Can I please get Exu? What the freak? I am now battling a Dragon-type Grunt. didn't stream my playthrough of Colosseum, I don't think, did I? No, I didn't stream that. No, I followed the speedrun guide, I remember. I just wanted to beat the game as quickly as possible. Dude, you start Colosseum with like level 25 Pokemon and you end with like level 40 Pokemon. It's such an interesting level scaling game. I'm back from my exquisite meal. What did you have? I'm back from my exquisite hydrating. Good for you, Bob. Is this shit on my bed any good? No, it sucks. Cool. I'm ranked 143 in the pass. That's cool. I'm not reaching 175. Salami and shredded cheese sandwich and 2 cinnamon donuts for desserts. Fair enough. I watched some Pokemon speedruns video yesterday, pretty interesting. A 3D or 2D? Okay, more specifically, Scarlet Violet or later? Legends Arceus or later or earlier? Because like starting from Legends Arceus, earlier, okay. Those speedruns are pretty linear. Like, I could do them, although they're incredibly luck-based. I had plans for enchiladas, but I thought that the only oven tray wouldn't work. Then thought more and realized it would work, bruh. Bruh, I'm not ready for school. Who is ready for school? Let's be honest here. I mostly watch videos on cheaters. Did you watch the Worcester allegations video from that Pulse Effect guy? Yes. That's been in my recommended. I don't care for watching it. It's an interesting one though. Dude, I remember Worcester was like the world record holder for every Pokemon game. He was also a control freak. Interesting. I don't know, I watched a couple of Worcester speedruns back in my day, but not too crazy. You should watch it, pretty interesting. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I might have accidentally used my 2 Master Balls at some point during my Sword Dynamax, and I have no clue when. You're so smart. Give me an interest for Gen 1 speedruns. Glitchless? Or glitched? I was crocheting while it was running, right. I was distracted, smart. Any % glitchless, okay, fair. Does any % glitchless still allow for the dire hit Nidoking? I'm assuming no, right? I don't know. Bruh. Bruh. What kind of life you prefer for yourself? Live a good life with nature, have a garden, do farming? Neither. I want to live on my own, without a garden. I don't know, my parents keep saying this thing where the first time I helped my grandparents in their garden, who have a massive garden with trees and bushes and everything. The first time I helped them in the garden, I told my parents I'm never having a garden. Yeah. No, I want to play games. How about that? I don't want to waste time on stupid stuff. Had to finish a dog amigurumi? You mean origami? What? For a birthday in a week, I barely even had enough yarn for it. Oh, no, not origami. Never heard of that word before. Basically plushie. Fair. That was not Bob that said that, DTR. That was Yoppy Sonic. What a name. Although to be honest, DTR, let's be honest. 99% of adults at some point take care of a garden or kids. Or both. So, it's a valid question. I was in another tab. Fair. Just because we don't want to doesn't mean the average person doesn't want to. Why would I say that? It's a great question. YouTube Shorts sometimes definitely has messages. I'm assuming that was YouTube Shorts. I don't know. I have all my chat in one place again, thank God. I didn't for a bit, and that was really annoying. And I figured out what the issue was. I apparently logged out and didn't know how to log back in. That was the issue. So stupid. But no, I don't. Why would I want a garden? That just sounds like such a massive waste of time. I mean, if it's a... I guess it is a hobby. Gaming is also a waste of time. The same way gardening is, I guess. To be fair. A garden is the only way you ever create life. You specifically meant, okay, fair. Right. Bob, a garden wouldn't even be a way for you to create life. You would just kill everything. Let's be honest here. I don't know if I would ever voluntarily have a garden. Wanted one because she has a passion for it, then that's fine. White cut out? I don't know. A future girlfriend slash wife wanted one. I mean, fair. But even then, I would at the very minimum say, hey, you want a garden? That's fine. I am not touching it once. Just, I'm staying away from it. If you're gone on a 3-week trip, the garden is dying. I have to ask my plants in my room for that. And do you take care of those, Bob? Let's be honest here. The plant is dead, right. I managed to drown it, so yeah, same. I mean, it wouldn't even be that. For me, it would just be because, like, I seriously can't be asked. Not because I think I would treat them badly. I'm sure I could have a nice garden if I wanted to. I just really don't want to. That sounds like a nightmare. So much time for what? Absolutely nothing. We had a lot of greenery in our garden. Until we got a new garden, and then now we have, like, not much anymore. I'd not do it for a few days, remember them, then water too much. Yeah. If you wanted to, could you have a girlfriend? Yeah. Probably. I don't know. You wouldn't know an answer to that until you tried. Those are some bold words, right? Unlike you, Bob, I'm actually not that weird. You know, other than me playing video games a lot, I have a job. I did university. Okay, that game almost froze. There's probably something wrong with me, but not as much as with you. Why is there a million shiny Pokemon in the left? You mean the right? Scroll Bunny, but the Pokemon that are there in the bottom right are all of my phases. Everything, no, all of the shinies I found while shining to Gimmighoul specifically. I want to, but my Catholic school won't let me, so kind of stuck being single. Hold up, I have a thing for that. I have a thing for that now. America! Oh, sorry. I don't have many soundboards, but I made one specifically for America. That would be very, very illegal in the Netherlands to prevent somebody to be gay. Caca! I keep pressing the wrong button. Caca! Boldness is already in your brain. You don't know it yet. Sure. Bumblebee. You wanna know what all sound effects I have on my soundboard? I don't have that many. You know, now we have to American chatters who are nearing 18 and being held back by a Catholic. What is that sentence? Hello? Huh? Haha. We're nearing 18, isn't Pokélat 15? Of course, my crush's parents are hella homophobic, so gotta all figure that out. America! I don't remember how old she is. To be fair, funnily enough, my sister's girlfriend's parents live in the Bible Belt and are also hella Catholic, so you know what? Fair. It's not necessarily America moment. The only thing is that nobody's stopping her, you know? Unlike... because that would be illegal. What other sound effects do I have? I have this one. I've got this one. We love that one. I got this one. This one already played. And I got one more. When that imposta is sus. Those are all the sound effects I have for now. I think that's enough. Probably. Why am I getting IXL ads? I don't know what the hell that is. I'm gonna be honest. What's my type? Dragon. What else were you expecting, Bob? What were you expecting me to answer? He says the right thing. Okay. It is what you were expecting. Am I a dragon type though? I don't know, Mimikyu also is an electric type, so am I truly a dragon type? It was a traumatic learning program wrapped into a math/grammar program. Oh. Interesting. What is... Oh, you're on YouTube. Is YouTube calling you stupid? Is that what it is? Are you stupid? I was gonna say no stupid allowed in my chat, but we have Bob already, so that's definitely not true. You know, surprisingly, I never have English ads about learning and school stuff, because I am Dutch. Huh. We have something maybe similar, Schoola. I don't know if Bob has that in Belgium as well, if he's ever heard of Schoola. I don't get to see their X, yeah. I don't know, I was just good in school. I didn't have to do any weird extra learning curriculum things. Just be smart. I get diaper ads. Right. That was something you could say for sure. I don't get ads, I have an ad blocker. Ah! How about them apples? So many ads for babies. Yeah, that might say more about you than about your ads. About your ads. Hello there, Mr. Me. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Okay, that's from milk products, bro. Never seen a period ad somehow either. I mean, maybe it's because you play soccer. Google figures out you play soccer and assumes you are male. It's not an outrageous thought. It's like 50 people in the non-YouTube short stream. There is? There is. How? How do I have 43 people viewing me on YouTube? And 1 chatter. No, that's crazy. Can I see how many likes I have? Guys, all 43 silent viewers, go like the video right now. Do it. We have a whole 2 likes with 43 viewers and 1 chatter. I don't know. It might be like bots or something. Honestly, don't know. Number go up doesn't mean too much. Also, all those 43 silent viewers. What about all of you subscribe? I got 100 subs in the last month, somehow. Don't know how I did that. You got Rotini and Leaf Green, non-shiny I assume, or shiny? Just got it for the dex, assuming. Leveling up the Dragonite. Nice, nice. I don't know, literally all I did in Leaf Green was just speedrun to post-game to shiny on Deoxys. No shiny just for dex, yeah, fair. What is the hardest game to complete the Pokédex in, y'all think? If you had, like, you know, 2 versions of a game, which one would be the hardest to complete the Pokédex in? Okay, if you had, you would have all 3 versions though, for Emerald or Platinum or Yellow or Crystal, whatever. You can't complete the Pokédex with just 1 game. Black and White 2? I mean, I'm talking about regional decks, not national decks, but even then, maybe. Although, to be fair, let's think about Gen 6 for a second. 721 Pokemon. Okay, but that's again national decks, not regional decks, I guess. No, never mind. Let's not do that. I don't know, are Black 2 White too hard? Maybe. Hello there, Nancy. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Basing off all Pokemon you can acquire with other games. Yeah, so... Oh, without... Yeah, okay, sure. But that's just too cheesy. Because you're just talking about, what, Hidden Grottos and White Forest, I assume. Because, yeah, sure. How are you doing? I'm doing fine, I'd say. Pretty alright. How are you doing? The others on Shorts, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I can't stop them. I mean, Shorts has more reach, so that's probably why. Regional Pokédex would definitely be honed in Gen 3 if he was alone. I mean, let's be honest, catching Phoebus itself ain't that hard. First of all, you can use calculators. Second of all, it's annoying. It's not that bad, I feel like. Johnson literally made a video on it. Oh. Fair enough. But like, again, the way I'm talking, you should have Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Emerald didn't add any Pokemon to the Pokédex, did it? I mean, yeah, if you were to do like a Professor Oak's challenge, or like catch every possible Pokemon in Emerald, maybe that'd be hard. Sure. But if you were allowed to use Ruby and Sapphire, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. Would it? Maybe. I don't know. To be fair, with dead batteries, yeah, it's kind of hard. You can literally make it impossible for yourself to get Snorunt and Milotic. Actually, I don't know if you can make Milotic impossible. You can make it really hard. I don't know if you can make it impossible. You need a Gen 2 Colo and XD to finish it. I mean, sure, but not for the regional decks. That's for the... Again, I'm talking about regional decks. What's game? Or game couple or triple would be the hardest to complete the regional decks in. Impossible to get Snorunt? Yes, Bob. If you start the game at the wrong time and date, you cannot get Snorunt anymore. Really funny. I did a Professor Oak's challenge in Sapphire. I could not get Snorunt because I started the game off at the wrong time. Last night, after my 5-hour wall stare, I gave up and did PLA. Got about 10 perfected Pokédexes done. Half for the evolutions. 3 part of the starter line, and then Snow from the bottom star. Nice. Sounds nice. I have perfected like 2 Pokemon in the Pokédex, and they are like Arceus and... Have I perfected Arceus? I don't know. I don't know. So, fair enough. GG. If we're going for forms and mythicals, yeah, sure. And also the Deoxys is gonna be a grind. I got Deoxys and Mew and Emerald. It's not that hard. It's kinda hard. Not that hard though. Without glitches. How do you get glitches? How do you get glitchless Deoxys in Gen 3? At all? Oh yeah, you would need 4 Deoxys, that's a good point. Yeah, but I mean, either you use glitches and you can just get 4 of them, or you don't use glitches and you can't get it. Those are the 2 options. Event cartridge? Are there event cartridges for Deoxys? Yeah, is that how they originally distributed it? It probably is, I guess, maybe. Fair, I guess. Perfected all force of nature. All 4, because I for some reason thought they were gonna retake it. Thanks. Of course they're not gonna take Pokemon away from you. That'd be weird. How many games gets a Pokemon taken away without you being able to get another? Has that ever happened? It was an in-person event to get the Aurora tickets. Yeah, fair. But then how did he get it? Did he have an event cartridge? Which, fair enough, if so. Damn. You'll find a shiny before my operation. If you want to bulb, yes. If you don't want to bulb, no. Pretty simple. I was like 12 or 13. Damn. Damn. Do Aura's wormhole Pokemon respawn? I mean, no, but I also don't get taken from you. If you catch a wormhole Pokemon in Auras, it'll... You can just keep it. Thanks. $10,000 more points and Hex becomes black. Wow. Not my hoodie. Not me. I can't wait for Bob to purposely use it on a stream where I don't use my model and he just wastes his channel points. That'd be funny. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be honest, don't think we're reaching ults today. We'll save that for tomorrow. So nostalgic. So nostalgic! My stream is now copyrighted. Cool. Yeah, no, really sick. Unless I audio jungle it the entire way, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. I remember back in 1960 something playing Red and Blue. Of course, of course. I can totally see you unplug your model when I redeem it. What? No, I wouldn't do that. So nostalgic, maybe before I was born, yeah. Everybody here is younger than Pokemon, right? If not, damn Unk, you old. You're the only person I watch on Twitch that when I type in Twitch, it just automatically goes to you. Oh, if you like type in Twitch in your search bar, it instantly goes twitch.tv/Haxelar, that's kind of funny. Bob was post 3DS. I want to play Red and Blue so bad when I get a laptop 100% emulating it. You can do it on phone now. Yeah, if you have a non-iPhone, you can do it on phone. Or you can jailbreak your iPhone, which don't necessarily recommend. Hacks want to feel old? No! Please don't. Oh. That doesn't make me feel old at all. The 3DS is old. I'm aware of that. I'll play some knockoff Brace game and a Pet Shop thing. I played My Littlest Pet Shop on DS. Not 3DS, though. Access like Gen 2 era. I am? I don't know. I'm old, okay. First game was like Platinum. Probably. More like Hard Gold Soul Silver, I think. I don't know. You think I remember? Crazy. You must be born early Gen 3 era. Right. What deodorant do you use? Why would I know that? Off the top of my head. It's down my nightstand. I don't know. Right, Bob. What about the rules, Bob? I used the error. Oh. I remember my first ever Pokemon Diamond, and my first part was the mine minigame. Oh. Oh, yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. No, I do stupid stuff like that as well, I feel like. Probably. Now, I remember when I beat Black and White, or White specifically, I wanted to skip the credits, so I just started mashing all buttons until I soft reset, which I didn't know what soft resetting was back then, by the way. So then I beat the entire Elite Four again, started mashing buttons again, soft reset again. Help. I checked in on the old account and I think it has like 2 out of 3 badges max. Yeah. No, I recently got started up a game. I think it was hard gold. And I started it up because I maybe wanted to hunt Manaphy in it. Figured out it was not possible. That was definitely a hard gold game. I don't remember which one though. But I had 0 badges, and the rifle was my elementary school friend's name. So, like, I started that playthrough in elementary school. Never got a badge. I still have the save file, though, apparently. So that's really cool. What did I start that game up for? No. Oh, I checked the game out to see if I could use it to get my ribbon on Jirachi, but since I had 0 badges I couldn't do it in that game, had to do it in another game where I had 16 badges. That was it. Guys, how long do y'all think it's gonna take before Jirachi becomes legal in Pokemon Champions? Or becomes legal again in Pokemon Scarlet Violet? Never. Oh. $1.8 quadrillion years. Is the universe even that old? Are you stupid? Yes, very much so. I have 0 clue how old the universe is, my man. $30.8 billion. Okay. I don't know why I was supposed to just know that. It's a completely useless fact of information that you would never use in your life for anything practical. I got to use it in that moment, but not for something practical. Almost, right, sure. Valid reason, I suppose. And the stream ends probably around the 1.5 hour mark, like usual. Okay, is that usual? Maybe. Kind of. A little bit. I don't know. Probably in about 10 or so minutes. Or if lunch is ready, but I doubt that will happen before then. It's 14 more encounters to reach odds. But I don't think that's happening today. Bro was playing Leaf Green again. Crazy. If I make it into the school I want to for 11th and 12th, I can... Oh. Still crazy that that's just a thing in America, bro. Like, damn, crazy. Earth is like 4 billion years old. Wait, what did you see my name pop up? You playing Leaf Green? I saw that. I saw that. The bad Catalogs always like love everyone, then hates every minority unless they apply to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Pretty sure in the Netherlands you're not allowed to discriminate anyone for anything? That's... okay, that's... like, when it comes to, like, schools, I'm pretty sure every school has to allow everybody... Well, it's not true, necessarily. They can maybe kick you or not allow you on the grounds of the difficulty they're offering. Like, if the difficulty they're offering doesn't suit you, I don't know if you would still be allowed. I think you're allowed to try for a year, and then once you miserably fail, you'd be kicked. I don't know. I think Belgium is like one of the most racist countries in Europe. No. While Belgium is not great, there are definitely worse, bro. You know what I also figured out yesterday? I saw this on Reddit. Apparently, Americans are so stupid that at international airports, like in another country, they do not realize that they are foreigners. And they will go into the line of national people unless there's specifically an American flag above the international line. Like, damn. My dad has done that? Oh my god, there's no way. Hello there, Mythis. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You enjoying your no toy? Yeah, I am. I could have had this a long time ago. I just never... like, I was bored recently and I decided to fix a lot of stuff. You know this thingy? Mom in room, no commentating? It used to be separate every layer. It's now joined on all layers together. Oh, I needed that. It was way before I was born. At least he learned from his mistake. But, like, genuinely, what part of your mind... what happens in your brain when you do that? 6:53 PM here. Fair. Isn't that almost bedtime for you then? I met some people who see people from Bologna as foreigners. I don't think that's that outrageous. You literally speak a different language. Is it crazy that you think people that speak a different language are foreigners? Sleep at 8:30 p.m. What's the last time I went to bed at 8:30 p.m. or before? Friggin' kindergarten? I don't know. Down. Or maybe once if I was sick once. But even then, no, 8:30 is too early. Those are the idiots who want an independent Flanders. To be fair, an independent Flanders would be really good for Flanders. It would be really bad for Wallonia. I go to bed at 8:30 if my schedule is good, but I wake up at 4:30. No. Says what? Usually just during school though. Yeah, but even during school, I ain't going to bed before 10 p.m. Elementary school, maybe. I hear Flanders to think Simpsons, yes. You know Malay? Well, given that you live in Malaysia, I sure hope so. It's Malay? Right. Well, if you were to follow the rules of the stream, they say English only, please, so yeah. Ah. It's the most far right wants an independent Flanders. Fair. Oh, that's a Halucha encounter. God dang it. Fair enough, Boop. The thing is, that's never gonna happen. Almost half of the people in Belgium are from Wallonia. And I feel like splitting up the country requires at least 2/3 vote. That's literally never gonna happen. Unlike America, where I'm pretty sure Trump can just literally do whatever he wants to. I don't know. You know, we actually in the Netherlands, like, I don't know, half a year ago, had the most far-right party have the most votes. So that's something. Don't know what it means, but... What is 4,092 for? That's the amount of Gimmighoul I've seen that were not shiny. We're 10 away from shiny olds. But I also think I'll be ending stream in just a little bit today. So we'll be reaching odds tomorrow. Yippee! I don't know if that's yippee worthy, to be fair, but sure. I mean, I'll say it again. Trump's first term was really not that bad. Everybody was scared of him, but he kind of really did nothing. Nobody was afraid of it. Then his second term, yeah. Yeah, I think so too, Bob. I think that was the last raid I'm checking out in Scarlet. I'll check out this one raid in Violet. Strudel, hello. Have I been here yet? Probably. I think so, yeah. His favorite book was the Bible, but couldn't recall any of the books in it. And he doesn't follow the rules of the Bible either at all. Maybe, Bob. Who knows? It's so crazy to me that America has a two-party system, man. It just doesn't make sense in my mind. Such a weird gimmick. I still also don't believe that Trump's first term, he literally was in office with having the minority of the votes. I don't understand America, man. I kind of like don't understand them. I will rise up and take over Belgium. Sure you will, Bobby. Uh-huh. No, that's believable. But anyway, this is the last Gimmighoul raid for today, so that's gonna be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow morning to reach odds. So, yeah. You live in the US? No, thank goodness not. I hope y'all have a nice rest of your day. And I'll see you guys again some other time. Bye-bye!